Welcome back to the Keto Bistro. So today in the kitchen we're going to look at making some sweet chili salmon. We're going to pan fry it and we're going to look at making a whole meal. So what I want to put together is like a compilation of 6 dinners, 6 carbs, 6 ingredients, 6 steps. I'm going to start with skinless Atlantic salmon. You can use the skin where it has the skin on one side, that's fine. I'm going to pan fry it. So I have my heat on medium-high heat. I'm going to drizzle in some avocado oil. And you can kind of see when it gets hot enough to start searing the salmon, it'll kind of move around in the pan and glaze up, kind of like what it's doing. So the first thing I want to do is I definitely want to season it with salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and whatever your favorite type of seasoning is. I have 2 kind of large fillets, and I already have my favorite seasoning, all of that kind of mixed into a spice jar itself. So I'm going to go ahead and season both of these. Now one I'm going to cook now. The other I'm going to freeze. So salmon, excellent fish, omega. It's a fatty fish. It has those great omega-3. And then 2 tablespoons of this sweet chili on each. So I'm going to do 4 of these, and I'll show you what the jar looks like, but it's the G Hughes. And I know it's not always the best. Some of the G Hughes has sucralose, but it's not a lot of sugar alcohols added anyway. So I love these seasonings. They have honey mustard that you can use for your fried chicken. So while the oil is heating up, I'm going to show you one of the sides. So I've already put this on a sheet pan. I put aluminum foil down and then I sprayed the pan. But this is already seasoned and it's going to take about 18 to 20 minutes bake time. So I wanted to go ahead and put it in and start baking. But I just followed the directions on the back. So 1 cup of this has 3 net carbs. So from the salmon, I'm going to get 2. From the spice, from the cup of broccoli and cauliflower, 3. So that's a total of 5. And then I'm going to eat a slice of garden tomato, which has a little less than 1, so I may eat 2 slices to keep it under 7, but around 6 grams of carbohydrates. So what you want to do is make sure you get your oil nice and warm so it's going to sear the salmon. So here are my 2 slices. I'm going to go ahead and separate and put 1 in a freezer bag and freeze. 1 I'm going to place in the pan. So if you had one with skin on the back, you would still put it flesh side down. So salmon, we talked about omega-3. Those of you that started keto and shocked your body so hair loss occurred, salmon's great for biotin. Salmon's great for skin. It's the omega-3s, anti-inflammatory. Okay, so it looks like it's great. Looks like it's going to sear. So I'm going to use just a wooden spoon and place it in the oil. And while that's cooking up nice and brown, you can kind of see how it's already turning opaque on the bottom. You'll want to cook it up opaque kind of a third of the way through on that side. So I'm going to freeze the other salmon and we'll be back to look at this in just a second. Okay, it looks ready to flip. So I was going to see if I could show it. So I almost cooked it a little bit too long on that side. Nice coat. Pan's hot enough. So I'm not going to have to cook it too long on this side. Salmon will continue to cook a little bit even when you take it off the heat. But this one's a little bit thicker. So on this side, I'm just going to kind of make sure it gets cooked in the middle. Looking great. Looking delicious. Cannot wait. So my husband has the kids. He took them to ball practice. So I have the house to myself for around an hour. So I stopped and bought this because they will not eat salmon. They'll grab McDonald's on the way home. But I had much rather have this meal. So I'm going to get everything plated and then I will come back and show you. So here's the finished product. Less than 7 net carbs. Around 6. Might be around 6.25. I wouldn't know unless I weighed everything exactly. Looks delicious. I hope to add this to that 6 dinners, 6 steps, 6 ingredients, 6 carbs. Thanks for watching.